Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I have a strategy video for you guys out there. This is especially for people who just aren't that experienced in crypto. Sometimes they want to take advantage of certain things that happen in the markets and they kind of don't know what they're doing, so they kind of get left behind, and other people who are experienced take all the advantages of certain things that come up in the market, like during this accumulation phase and especially during the bull run, guys. These are important things that you need to know if you're going to be in crypto, because right now, crypto is not the most user-friendly for new people especially. I still have a lot of people who have been in crypto for even over a year that ask me a lot of questions on things because they're just not familiar with how to take advantage of certain opportunities out there and actually use them. So there's some things I want to cover in this video, and some people may get mad at me for sharing this information because I'm giving out all the secrets in crypto, but I really don't care. I'm here to help people. So this video is to help you people out there that don't exactly know what you're doing in crypto, and even some experienced people. There's some things in here that you may not have thought of to give you some tips and pointers to take advantage of certain things. So let's get rolling on this. I got some things on a list here that I want to share with you, and just some things off the top of my head. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so goals for the 2025 bull run. I want you to sit down and figure out your goals and what you want to make in crypto. This is just one thing I want to cover real quick. Try to come up with how much you want to make in the upcoming bull run, and then based on from the coins that you like and what you think they're going to do, figure out how much you're going to need to accumulate to make that happen. That's just the first thing. And don't get too greedy, because you're going to get wrecked on these. Don't shoot for these moon prices. Make sure you're taking profits out on the way up, and have a minimum strategy, what you think the minimum that price is that coin's gonna hit. And I would start taking profits out just under that, and then take profits out on what you think it could do for a maximum, and just write that down and plan that out for all of your coins. The top things that you need to learn though before the bull run is you need to have accounts on multiple exchanges, whether that's Mexi, Coinbase. You can't use really KuCoin anymore in the US, but you can use Uphold, you can use DEXs. You really need to get familiar with how to use Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Those two are going to be your friends in the upcoming bull run, and even during this accumulation phase. There's going to be times where there's coins that you can't get on certain exchanges. Like right now, some people can't buy certain coins because they're not available on certain exchanges, but you may be able to get them on DEXs like Uniswap and PancakeSwap, and you're going to need a wallet to do that, whether that's your MetaMask or Trust Wallet or your Ledger. Some people are using all kinds of different wallets out there. There's numerous cold storage wallets out there that you can use. Some people are using Tangent Wallet. I know some people in my Discord are using that. I haven't used that one yet, but I heard it's pretty good. There's a Coinbase wallet. There's all these wallets that you're going to need to use the Uniswap for, because you're going to have to connect the wallet to Uniswap, and you're going to need Ethereum for a gas fee if you're on the Ethereum network, the ERC20 network, to pay for the transaction. And you know, you can swap them for pretty much any coin in your wallet, whether it's USDC, USDT, or Ethereum. There's lots of videos out there on how to use Uniswap, so you can go ahead and watch those, but you need to get familiar with DEXs in order to take advantage of these opportunities. There may be a time where the exchange that you had set up to sell your coins on is shut down, and you need to sell your coins and take profits because the market's crashing or whatever, or there's a really good deal on a coin that you want to buy, and the exchange is having an issue, and you want to be able to use the DEX to get your coin swapped out for a stable coin or Ethereum or something. Another thing is you want to have an exit strategy, like I said, planned out for each one of your coins. You want to know what price targets you're going to be wanting to sell them at, and you can even have some of your coins, you know, a small amount on an exchange with sell order set. If we're getting close to that amount, you know, if it's starting to begin in the bull run, you may want to have a sell order set for some of your coins, like 10 or 20% of them at a certain dollar amount. So when it hits that, you may be sleeping or whatever when it happens, and it can hit that limit order that you've got set, and you can take your profits that way automatically without you having to be right there to hit that sell button. You can do that. Another thing is you want to always make sure that you have access to your wallet. Make sure you've got your seed phrase saved in a safe place, not on your phone, not on your computer. Never take a picture of it or a screenshot of it or anything like that, because if for some reason your device gets hacked, they have full access to the history on it and your seed phrase, and they will steal all of your tokens out of your seed phrase. So never do that. Always have it in a physical copy on paper or something in a safe place. And you probably want to have more than one copy in more than one safe place in case something happens where you had a house fire or something and it got damaged and destroyed, and then you've lost your seed phrase. So you want to have multiple copies of it in a safe, secure place that nobody would think of you having it. Don't keep it in a little safe, because that's the first thing the burglars are going to look for when they break into your home. They're just going to take that little safe and run off with it, and they have your seed phrase once they break into that safe. So be smart about it. Think about where you're going to have it, where nobody would think to get it, and try to plan for that. You also want to be able to be familiar with how to use different networks. Okay, there's Ethereum network, which is ERC20, and there's a Bet20 network, which is the Binance network. Those are the main two that you're going to be wanting to be familiar with. There's also several other networks out there. I'm not going to get into all of them, but you want to be familiar with more than one. You want to be familiar with as many networks as you can, and how to move your coins off the exchange and onto those networks. Like if you're on Coinbase and you're in the US, you can only withdraw coins to the Ethereum network for the most part. You can also withdraw Solana to the Solana network, and there's a couple other networks you can withdraw to, but you cannot withdraw like USDT to the Bet20 Binance network. And I know, like for some of the people in my Discord, they ran into this problem recently where we've got allocations to certain crypto projects that are really big projects, and we only have a certain amount of time to fill that allocation, and there's a lot of people trying to buy it at once. So it can come down to the wire where people finally get the funds available to buy, and then they can't figure out how to get their USDT on the Binance network to send the funds to the venture capital company to get to buy the allocation for those seed round or ICO investments. And so we're having to go through and explain to them how to do that. And it's not a problem for us to share with you how to do that. It's just that these are things that you should be planning for and know ahead of time. So when these opportunities come available, okay, I'm in the United States, I have limited options. I can't use Binance. I can't use Binance US. I can't use KuCoin anymore. But you can use MEXC currently with no KYC as long as you're using a VPN. I don't have to use a VPN for MEXC for some reason. Maybe because I opened my account a while ago. But I know that people who are opening it right now, they've got to use KYC to do that. But you can use a VPN. You can use a VPN to get around that. You don't have to try to log in and get rejected. If you use a VPN, if you're in the US, you can open an account with MEXC with no KYC, and then you could send USDT from your Coinbase on the Ethereum ERC20 network to your MEXC account. And if you're using a VPN, it'll accept it and you'll have no issues right now anyways. And then you can purchase all these little coins like GFAL and Miria, and you can purchase BNB and stuff like that on MEXC. And then you can withdraw those coins that are to your cold storage wallet or your hot wallet like MetaMask or Trust Wallet or Tangent or any of the other ones you want to use out there. And you can withdraw them to those from your MEXC account and get them off the exchange, because you don't want to leave them on the exchange. And like a USDT, it gives you multiple options on MEXC for withdrawal networks. You can withdraw it to Tron network, this is a TRC20. You can withdraw it to Binance network, which is Bet20. You can withdraw it to USD, or you can withdraw it to the ERC Ethereum network, and many others. There's lots of options on MEXC to withdraw your coins to different networks if they're a native coin of that network anyways. So keep that in mind. You want to get familiar with using MEXC and these DEXs, because they're going to be your friend in the bull run, and they're going to be your friend during this accumulation phase. You know, there's times where opportunities come up and you want to be able to know what you're doing and know how to get your funds into those coins on different networks so you can take advantage of these opportunities. And anyone who's in my Discord out there, I highly recommend, if you want to get involved in the pre-ICO and seed round investments through the venture capital company that we're getting a membership in, I highly recommend that you have USDT ready to go, so when these opportunities open up, that you're able to take advantage of it before everybody else does, because they're going to fill up fast in most cases. Now, sometimes we've been able to get extra allocation, and you've been able to jump into those the second time around. When we filled the first allocation, we were lucky enough to get a second allocation, but that doesn't always happen. So be ready for that, and be ready to have your coins on like Mexi if you're in the US, and be able to withdraw them to that Bet20 Binance network so you can take advantage of those allocations. So just wanted to cover that for you guys, especially people who are in my Discord, because I hate to see people miss out on those opportunities, because they can be life-changing opportunities for wealth for you guys. So just want to give you as many tips as I can and cover this in my videos. This part of the video really isn't people who aren't in my Discord, but there are going to be times out there where you're going to have opportunities like this, and you need to be able to know how the different networks work on different exchanges and take advantage of them. So the other thing I want you to do is make sure that you've got a list of all your coins somewhere where you're tracking all of them, and that you know what your dollar cost average is on each one of them. And there's several good ones out there to use. I just use the what is it called? The CoinGecko app. I use the CoinGecko app, and I just put mine in there. Each time I purchase them, I fill out, I add them in there and put the price that I paid for them. And it doesn't have to be exact. It can be off by just a tiny bit, but it gives me a good idea what my dollar cost average is, to just keep it simple, and that way I can track it without having any paid subscriptions or something. All right, another thing I want you guys to make sure that you're not married to any one specific coin. I experienced this recently with Gala. Now, hopefully Gala still does well in the upcoming bull run, but I just didn't feel comfortable holding on to that one with all this lawsuit and allegations going on, because it wasn't just from one side, it was from both sides. They were saying that both sides were mishandling funds. Now, one was more so serious with stealing the nodes and stuff like that, but he was also saying that the other one was basically mishandling funds and causing issues for the company and using funds for personal use and stuff like that. And they basically did lie to us about the version 2 and why they were doing it. And there was some very fishy stuff going on with the burning of the tokens and all that. So I'm not going to wait around to find out how that mess is going to pan out and watch the coins just drop and drop and drop. I'm going to get out of it now. And if it clears up, then I'll probably reinvest if everything looks legitimate at some point, but I may or may not reinvest. It just depends on how this whole lawsuit with Gala unfolds. But don't be married to any coin, and that's why you want to be spread in your portfolio. People who are bashing me on my Gala video are probably people that are all into it or have been holding since the peak of the last bull run, and they're tired of seeing the coin's price come down, or they're just people that are involved in the project directly and are pissed off because YouTubers are out there bashing the coin. I'm not bashing Gala. I think that most of the team is probably really good people, and they're probably doing their best to make the project succeed. But I don't feel comfortable keeping it in my portfolio with what's going on. It's just, to me, not a smart thing to do. There's FUD, and then there's real actual concern, and this is actual concern for me, not just FUD. So don't be married to any one specific coin. Make sure you're diversified. Make sure that you have most of your money in larger blue chip coins and have a spread portfolio, so in case something goes bad with one or two of them, that you're still going to do fine for your profits in the upcoming bull run. So keep that in mind. That's another main tip that I want to have out there. And there's lots of other tips I can give you guys, but this video is way longer than it should be already, and people start losing interest around the 4 or 5 minute mark. But I appreciate those who hung in there with me to watch this till the end. I really would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a quick like to get it out to more viewers, and I will see you on the next one.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.